Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is me, the Alpha Empath, and I am here to pour into you this morning. Okay, so one of my clients, absolutely love this client. But one of the questions that she keeps asking me is, Tiffany, why is my life so hard? Tiffany, why things don't seem to get better for me? Tiffany, why do I keep going through this cycle that seems to never end? And I have been answering that question for her over and over and over and over again, and she just ain't fucking getting it. Now, hopefully, she's gonna be watching this morning because I told her I was gonna talk about her black ass. So, yeah, hopefully, she'll be watching. Okay, so here's what it is. I used to be just like her, exactly like her, and I spoke what I saw with my two eyes instead of seeing and speaking what I see. Listen, until you learn to take accountability for the words that are coming out of your mouth, until you understand that the words that are coming out of your mouth, they are spirit and they create life, you are living like a fucking slave. You really, really are. Now, either you are awakened or you unawakened. I can't really tell you what you are. Here's what I will tell you. If you want to create the life that you really want to live, make sure that the words that come out of your mouth are decent. Are they decent? Now, yesterday I taught you what it means to be decent and in order. I taught you out of all the fucking possibilities that are let's think of thoughts as a river, and out of all the thoughts that are in this river, which one are you going to choose? Which one are you going to confess? Which one? You have to choose. Are you going to confess out of your mouth that you are in poverty? Are you going to confess out of your mouth that you are in lack? And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, but Tiffany, I'm just keeping it real. Yeah, you keeping it real fucking broke. That's what you're doing. Literally, that is what you are doing. And there used to be a time that I used to do it as well. I used to see, let me give you a little tip. Let me give you a little tip. Hopefully, this going to free you. Hopefully, this going to free you. Good morning, Cedric. Good morning, Talon. How are you guys today? So, hopefully, this little tidbit's going to free you. Listen, because of trauma, because of blockages in my chakra system, within my energetic system, I had hormonal imbalances. I really did. And when you have hormonal imbalances, you tend to attract imbalanced thoughts. You tend to live an imbalanced life. See, when you start to understand that balance creates balance in every fucking area of your life, you begin to say, I got to get my health right because that imbalance in my health is attracting imbalanced thoughts. You begin to understand that stuff. So when I did a 30-day fast. I'm not recommending this for y'all. I'm just saying that this is what I was called to. I was called to a water fast, and then I was called to a juice fast. And I did it consecutively. And on that water and juice fast, I began to understand that why am I feeling the best I've ever felt in my life? I have no food. Like for the first 3 days, y'all, it was a mess, y'all. I was cussing out every goddamn body, okay? But after that third day, I kid you not, something special happened on that third day. On that third day, it was like the old Tiffany died and was buried and was resurrected with this new version of Tiffany. And this new version of Tiffany was happy. She was happy as fuck. She was peaceful as fuck. And she thought differently. And because she was thinking differently, she was feeling differently. And then the words that were coming out of my mouth were different. And I started to watch in that 30-day period. I started to watch things just fall into my lap. Things that the desires of my heart, I saw them come to fruition. Listen, Spirit had promised me a child, a boy child, when I had just had Marcus. So Marcus probably had to be maybe a year old or something like that. And I just knew it in my gut that I was going to have another child. I knew it. And that child was going to represent Zion for me, the place of rest for me. I just knew it. And because I had all these hormonal imbalances, I actually developed a pituitary tumor, which stopped me from ovulating. I didn't ovulate for 17 years. That means no menstruation at all. And because I had been told that, I kept speaking that. But after being called to fast, after that 30 days, I started speaking something different. I started speaking that I'm going to have whatever the fuck I say. So I started speaking my child into existence. Well, lo and behold, that child is here. This medical miracle that people said I wasn't going to be able to have because I had a brain tumor. And I was told that I had to get this brain tumor scraped out of my brain in order to have my child. I didn't do any of that shit. I'm not advising that for you. I'm just helping you to see how your words, how your feelings can change the hormones that are in your body and how it can start attracting your better good. Are you watching what you say? Listen, another thing that I had to take accountability for. I have a friend. I love her, you guys. Look, y'all. She is beautiful. Her whole entire family is beautiful. She has these cute fucking children, but her mouth, her husband's mouth, and her children's mouth is raggedy as fuck. So I stay away from them. Tiffany, you want to come over for Thanksgiving dinner? No. I got something else to do. And it ain't because the food is good, y'all. When I tell you her food is good, her food is good. But it's because I don't want that energy. I don't want to catch that shit. For me, that shit is COVID. I kid y'all not. For me, that stuff is a virus. It is highly contagious. And I will not bring my high vibrational self and invest myself into that cesspool of filth, even though I love her. But her energy is filthy. And I'm not, even though I want her food, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Even though I want her food, I'm not coming over there. I'm not bringing my child over there because I understand that evil communications corrupt good manners. I understand that shit. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, hey, Tiffany's sprouting out the Bible. I don't care. I'm telling you that universal law is universal law, and it works no matter what script, whatever holy text you get it from. Stay away from those people. If you don't have the discipline to say, okay, I can be in that environment. Now, you ain't gonna be able to be in that environment for long. I don't give a fuck who you are. You are not going to be able to be in that environment for long. You might be able to dip your foot in there a little bit and then sanctify yourself and come on out. But shit, for Thanksgiving dinner, that stuff lasts for about 4, 5, 6 hours. I can't be in that environment for that long. I might be able to do it for an hour. That's it. That is my max. And then once you come away, I would feel drained. Now my belly would be full. But my energy would be drained. And then I noticed my thoughts would be different. Like, where did that come from? Why am I attracting these different thoughts? Why are these thoughts coming from me? And I realized it was because I was in a different vibration. Just being around her that little bit of time changed my vibration, which changed my words, which was changing my reality. And when you begin to understand that, you need to ask yourself, is me being around this specific person worth my outward reality changing? And I said, hell fuck no. It's not. I tell my son, well, in fact, no, I'm lying, y'all. My son tells me, my 7-year-old son tells me all the time, Mama, who do you love the most in the world? And I used to say, you, Yakin. I love you more than I love anybody else in the world. And he would look at me, do his head like this, and frown at me, and he would say, no, Mama, that's wrong. I'd be like, what are you talking about, Yakin? He said, Mama, the person that you're supposed to love the most in the world is you. And when you love you the most, then you can love me the most. But you got to love you the most. And y'all can't get on my ass about that shit. He really, really does. He doesn't even want me loving him the most. And I got to think about that. Does this environment, is this an environment that will cause me to love me better? If it's not, adios. Adios. I don't care how much I love you. Is your energy causing me to love myself better? If it's not, bye-bye. Let me push you away from me. Because I am going to be responsible for the reality or the manifestation that I create. Don't nobody owe you shit. Don't nobody owe me shit. I got to take accountability for who I am. See, if I'm going to say that I am created in the image of a goddess, then goddamn it, I'm going to fucking act like one and I'm going to speak like one. Listen, back in the day, kings and queens' word was law. Whatever they uttered out of their mouth became law. Well, I am a goddess, so my word is law. So if I'm going to make my word law, then everything I'm going to say is going to benefit me. It is going to benefit me. That is how I become the best version of myself so I can serve others. I'm very particular. I'm very particular about who I bring into my bed. I really, really am. It's not because I don't like dick. I do. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Tiffany, the alpha empath, she loves penis. I think it's a marvelous. I think it's a beautiful thing. But what is the vibration of it? When it enters into my temple, is it bringing life to me or is it bringing death? If it's bringing death to me, I don't give a fuck how big it is. You gotta go. Bye bye. You got to go. Okay. You better understand this, especially if you are a woman. If you are bringing low vibrational penis into your temple, it is giving death to you. It ain't giving life. Cast it away from you. Tell it go. Listen, here's the beauty of the tongue. It is the most powerful weapon that you have. I know you think it's your fist, and hey, if you want to learn how to fight, learn how to fight. But your most powerful weapon is actually your mouth. And listen, the scripture says death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. So if you eating some fruit in your life that you not liking, then ask yourself, what's coming out of your mouth? I cannot say this enough. What is coming out of your mouth? Now, there are some things in my life that I say, I don't want this to live. I want this to die. So I speak towards it and I speak death upon it because I don't want it into my life. When I look at poverty, I speak death unto that shit. That shit ain't part of my inheritance. I'm going to speak death on that shit. But when I look at me, everything about me, I'm going to speak life about myself. I'm going to speak life unto my children. I'm very funny acting about who my child goes around because people, they think it's a game. No, you're not going to speak that death on my child. You're not going to put these labels onto my child. You ain't going to do it. I don't care if it's the public school system. I don't care what it is because it is hard, especially my son is a water sign. He's a Cancer, just like his mama is. Okay, he's a Cancer, and us, just like the ocean. The way that we stay clean is we keep poisons and things away from us. See, once it's in us, it's hard to get that shit out. So we keep it away from us. So I'm very particular about what environment I put my little water sign into. Very particular. You need to be particular as well. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, okay, well, Tiffany, we got to go to work. We got to drop our children off somewhere. Love yourself the most. Love yourself the most. See, when I make the choice, when I decided to make the decent choice and choose my highest good, what I began to recognize is that that choice helped line up every other choice in my life. When I decided to say, okay, I'm going to become a life coach. That is the highest possibility that I see for myself today in this moment. When I decided to do that, it afforded me the lifestyle where I could say my child does not have to go to public school. My child can be privately tutored. That works for us. So I can watch the environment that he is in. If I need a tutor to come to my home and tutor my son, that's what's going to happen. Because I am the steward of his soul. I am the steward of his soul. His little energy does not belong to me. It is a gift to see if I'm responsible enough to guide it and guard it the way that I am supposed to. It is an honor to have a child. He does not belong to me at all. And I help my child to understand that shit. He was saying yesterday, he was watching some type of game or something like that. And he said he was fighting. I don't know what it was. He was fighting or something like this. Now, you don't have to agree with my parenting style, and I don't care because ain't nobody going to drag me nowhere. But he was fighting on a game or something, and I heard him from the room. He said, fuck, I lost this game. I hate my life. And I went off, you guys. I went off. Now, I called him in here. I said, Yakin, what did you say? What did you say? Because I am ready to lay down the law. You don't talk like that in my house. You don't use that kind of profanity in my house. You don't do that, okay? Because I will punish you and I might spank you a little behind for that kind of shit. I don't play that kind of shit, okay? So he comes in. He says, Mama, I was fighting on the game. And I said, fuck, I lost the game. And I said, that ain't what you said. He said, yeah, Mama, that is what I said. I said, yeah, you said that. But what else did you say? What kind of profanity what kind of curse words did you come out of your mouth? What did you say? He said, I said, I hate my life. And you guys, that's profanity to me. My kid, Yakin can't say nothing like that. Not in my house. Now I know what y'all thinking, Tiffany, but what about the word fuck? Didn't you, don't Why aren't you saying nothing about that? Nah, I ain't gonna say nothing about that because y'all see how much I cuss. Y'all see that? I would be a hypocrite if I want to sit up here and punish my child for something that I'm teaching him to do. No, I'm not gonna be no hypocrite like that because I really don't give a fuck about that shit. You see how I just said that again? So if my son says it, I'm not gonna say nothing about that. I gotta be the example that I want him to be. That is my responsibility as a parent. But you can't curse in my house. You can't say something in my house like, I hate my life. You can't say that. Mommy will come down really, really hard on him. And I told him. And he was like, okay, mama, I won't curse again. See, there are different, see, curse words is something different in my house. My child is not going to walk around and say things like, I'm stupid, I'm dumb. You're not going to say that in my house, ever. Because I understand that our words create our life. I love you guys, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.